Big Tigger checking in, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Have the honor and privilege to sit with the champ, TBE, TMT, Mr. Floyd Mayweather. What's good?
Nothing, just a couple days, 48 hours away.
Go ahead,
just 48 hours away from another big fight. Me and McGregor, the city is crazy right now. We're expecting over 100,000 people in Las Vegas. The fight broke the Pacquiao gate. Me and Pacquiao gate done 72 million. We're over 73 million now for this fight.
This should be in your 50th fight. You walked away at 49-0 2 years ago.
Yes.
And I asked you, was you coming back? And he was like, if that bag was right. Clearly the bag is right.
The bag is right.
For you to walk away 50-0 means what to Floyd Mayweather?
It's just another fight, honestly. You know, what's really important, the best thing about my career was on the outside. Me making money, but me making smart investments. And also giving back to the young fighters. It feels great to put a fighter in a position to make, great money, to make good money, and to put his family in a position. And especially a fighter that's been through a lot. It's all about putting fighters in certain positions and putting the people that's around you in a hell of a position.
You've said that you plan. I remember I talked to you at the BET Awards.
Yes.
And I said, "You ready?" He was like, "I'm ready." And I think the quote that you said is, "I must end him."
I mean, not really, end him, but what I'm taking from all this, everybody's trying to really downplay boxing. And I've never known, and I love the MMA. I love boxing as well as the MMA. But with this guy facing me, this is the biggest payday of any MMA fighter.
Right.
Meaning that boxing is legendary. Boxing has been around years. And I said many years, and boxing is here to stay. And I mean, of course, boxing laid the blueprint for the MMA.
Okay.
Meaning, when I say this, racism still exists. And when I say this, meaning when it's black and white, it's always bigger. It's always bigger. But the biggest fights in history is, the four biggest fights in history is Mayweather De La Hoya, Mayweather McGregor, Mayweather Canelo, and Mayweather Pacquiao. So I've been in all, the four biggest fights in history, I was involved in all four.
So that being said, with your love for boxing and the way that people revere boxing, if you don't stop him, if you don't stop Conor McGregor, are you doing a disservice to boxing?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
A decision is not enough. If it so happens to go 12 rounds, will you be disappointed?
It won't go 12 rounds. It won't go 12 rounds. It won't go 12 rounds. I told you I'm in a game with this fight. It's either kill or be killed. Either or. So it is what it is. So he better come out and do what he do, because I'm gonna come out and do what I do. I'm gonna come out patiently. I'm gonna walk right to him.
There are lots of people who think when you say that you haven't knocked someone out in some years and you've been a defensive fighter, so they think you're just selling the fight.
I'm gonna say this. When I was, because you gotta realize, I didn't build my fan base off social media. I had a fan base for years. When I was Pretty Boy Floyd, and my body was 100%, and everybody I hit the canvas, whether it was the left hook, the pull counter, the right hand, a body shot, everybody go down, right? But with anything, with boxing, there's wear and tear on the body, and my body had a lot of wear and tear. So basically, after the Arturo Gatti fight, my body was no longer 100%. So I still had to come up with creative ways to beat fighters. And since I have such a high IQ in the sport of boxing, I still was able to beat top flight fighters, A-level fighters, and I made A-level fighters that was extraordinary look ordinary. And so I still would find a way to win it.
This is clearly financially the biggest fight of your career. What would you say is the most challenging fight of your career?
It could
be.
I mean, I know. I think I'm saying I should make, when everything is all said and done, $350 million from this fight. So, but if we just even say 300 from this fight, the Pacquiao 300, this fight 300, and the Canelo I made 100. So just, and I would be somewhere upwards. I would be over $1 billion. I would be somewhere like 1.1 billion that I made just in boxing with no sponsorship. And I'm a little different from any other athlete or entertainer. No different from like my deal I cut with Hugo. I cut a deal like, just say, if I cut a deal with Hugo, you want to put your patch on my trunks? I need millions. I had to put an S on the back of that. Millions.
Right.
Hugo stepped up to the plate for the Pacquiao. I made millions. Burger King stepped up to the plate. I made millions. So leading up to this fight, just this week alone, just with the smart investments and just say if I post something on my page, sometimes people say, why did Floyd post that? But I posted because money on the back end. I may make $500,000 for the post, but then may make $6 or $7 million on the back end. So I look at the bigger picture. Like I said before, a lot of times we're worried about just right now, and that's what I talk about a lot to these young guys and these young entertainers and these young athletes. Oh, I want everything right now. They want the Rolex watch. They want everything right now. They want the Bugatti. They want the Rolls Royce. They want everything right now. Whereas I put myself in a position that I could buy a Rolls Royce, I could buy a Bugatti, I could buy a diamond watch, I could buy a house every month. And that's what it's about, establishing wealth. Because they said, oh yeah, Floyd, how do you feel about the lady that hit the Powerball for 700-something million? I said, yo, if she don't got no game plan, she rich. But guess what? She rich for a short period of time.
She quit her job.
She has to make smart investments so wealth is established.
Right.
Because she want to be able to make money every month. And that's what it's about. That's why I say that's the best thing about my career. Even if I don't fight Conor McGregor, I can sit right here in this pretty mansion and just chill. Because I know every month mine is coming. And still, even like, it's kind of like a residual check in boxing. I still get the residual check, money on the back end from all my pay-per-view. And those checks will be coming for 20 years. Those are six-figure checks, but they still come for the next 20 years.
Right.
And like I said, you know me, I live a great life. When I go to LA, I have a high rise. I have a house in Beverly Hills that I rent out every month for $250,000 a month. I got property. I got a crazy house that I got from my real estate agent, real estate dream maker, Tinashe Pettigrew. That's another $30 million house I got in New York City. Another property that I bought in Miami. I got a house in Miami on the water. I also have a high rise in Miami. So like I said before, my real estate portfolio is unbelievable, but my commercial real estate is even better than that.
So we all know the flashy money team.
Yeah.
TV.
That's me.
Personally, do you have any regrets? Is there anything you look back on? Personally, professionally? I wish I could do that over.
You know what? It's called the butterfly effect. Me and you wouldn't have the same relationship that we have, being able to communicate with each other, if something changed in my life. Gervonta Tank Davis probably wouldn't be world champion if something changed in my life. So everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. So I'm glad my life has went like it went. Because sometimes I'll be like, damn, why did that have to happen? And you know how we are, we say, this shit.
Right.
But we live and we learn. So any situation that you put yourself in has to be some type of learning experience. What if not, then why put yourself in the situation if you can't learn from it? And what I preach to my kids every day, and I love my kids, but I tell them, I'm like, man, listen, if y'all want to look like I look at 40, y'all better start eating that.
No.
I mean, because when I was young, I did eat vegetables, ate a lot of fruit, drank a lot of water. All these kids want is fast food. That's all they want. That's all they know. And so, you know, I got a chef. All they got to do is call the chef. And I know every morning when I get up, I know that my daughter called the chef. I know it. If breakfast is cooked, my oldest daughter called the chef.
So passing that on
I can smell a turkey bacon. I can smell turkey bacon upstairs.
Passing that on to your kids, would you say that's one of the biggest life lessons you learned along the way? And if not, what is?
I mean, what life lesson?
About eating better and taking care of yourself.
Yeah,
I mean, because you kind of had to do that. That was your hustle.
Yeah, I want them to live a long time.
But what would you say the biggest lesson you learned is, period, in life?
The biggest, lesson, one of the most lessons I learned, trust in me. When I was locked up, when I was doing time, I was just like, a female or just a male or a female friend will always let you down. A person that you don't think will let you down will always let you down. But I think this is for everybody that's listening. You will never let yourself down. And I tell everybody, never be scared of failure. Even like when Tank went out there and fought for the world title, if it came up short, guess what? I'm still gonna love him the same way. I'm still gonna embrace him the same way, and I'm still gonna push him the same way. You know, we live and we learn. But at the end of the day, I put him in a position to get that chance and to get that opportunity.
You say never be afraid of failure, but you're 49-0. What has Floyd failed at?
Trusting people. Trusting people. Said people always will let you down and lie to you. You know about me. That's why, even like dealing with like different women, I don't think you have to be built for this. You have to be built for this. I think that certain individuals can do one-on-one. You know, people have to do what works for them.
Right.
Because I choose to live my life the way I want to live my life. When it's all said and done, only God can judge me. No matter, it's more like when they be like, oh yeah, it's crazy. I think a lot of people in this world like fake. Because on social media, everybody act like they get it. I can really show some real shit. People, I'm really getting it. I just don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. No.
You don't show that you get it?
I mean, before, I don't really show. I show a little bit.
Okay.
I show a little bit. I mean, I can go in there and show 100 million cash. I show 100 million cash. You know what I'm saying? And show them that, you know, the drug lords ain't the only one with 100 million cash. And you know, like I said, I'm really getting it. I'm not fronting. They embrace a drug dealer that's selling it to that's killing the community, which I don't knock somebody that hustle. I don't knock it. But they embrace them. But somebody getting it legal and say, I got it the legal way, I made smart investments, they don't like that. They like somebody to act like they getting it. They don't like nobody that's really getting it. Because if you did, you'll love me. 49-0 and I'm really getting it. You got to embrace that. Embrace real success.
Let me get you out of here and this so the turn up can continue. Saturday turns out the way we all expected to turn out. Floyd 50-0. What's next?
Building these young fighters.
Okay.
Helping these young fighters grow. You know, Tank is fighting the co-main. And we build these fighters. We got a lot of young fighters under our banner.
Don't you got an app in the gym coming too?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I got the Mayweather fitness clubs going all around the world, worth billions already. Not just in the U.S., worldwide. And I think in certain places, 100 gyms in certain countries. I'm talking about all around the world. And they trying to buy us out already. So it just, you know, I'm doing big things in Africa, $1 billion deals in Africa. But once you get to a point, like I always say this, once you get to a point that you got everything and there's nothing else you can buy. You know, you just want to, you feel good with just, like, I'm being honest, when I see, like when Tank won the world title, I feel like I won the world title. I'm just honestly speaking. I'm like, damn, I went to bed happy like I'm this shit. I feel like I fought for the world title.
Right.
I feel like I want to go out and party. So, I mean, it's a great feeling, you know, to give back to these young fighters and, you know, just get these fighters to a certain level. Even like when Ishe won the world title, or when Bottle Jack won the world title, I feel like I won the world title. Even like today, when I went to the gym and worked, and they said, "Oh, Tank here, he's working." You know, I tell everybody, put that on, put that on hold. Let me go out there and check on that young killer.
Well, we looking forward to it.
Yes.
You already know.
Yes. Thank you.
Floyd Money Mayweather, Big Tig.
Ow!
I'm done.